Vernon Dursley and his Private Parts. Chapter 1. Vernon Dursley and the Stone-Hard Erection. Vernon Dursley woke up to a loud bang and listened intently to the silence. Was it a car door slamming? Or was it another one of those damn letters? No, the boy had been at his loony school for several weeks, and the letters were never that loud either. It was probably really just a car door that got slammed. Relaxing, Vernon dropped back into the pillows and cursed the unknown, inconsiderate neighbor. A look at the alarm clock showed that it was already 8:30. It was unusual for him to sleep so late on a Sunday, but lately he also felt more rested than he had in years, less tense and less irritable since the boy was gone. But it wasn't just his changed state of mind that made him relax. Lately, he felt something he hadn't felt in years. It was a little like he was young again. Somehow there was an interest in sex in him again, as there hadn't been for about 10 years. Sometimes he woke up in the morning again with a pipe to be proud of. And somehow Petunia was also changed. She was beguiling him again more often lately, and also changed in front of him again. He had completely forgotten how magnificent her breasts were. Just thinking about her pink nipples made him all fuzzy again. Maybe today they could... No, Dudley was in the house. Then again, so early in the morning. He reached tenderly for his wife, only to find the place next to him empty. Strange. Petunia was already up, and he didn't notice. Puzzled, Vernon stood up and slowly got dressed. Just as he was buttoning his pants, he saw an envelope lying on the edge of his nightstand. He winced, briefly but quickly calmed down. It was pink and not made of parchment. He carefully opened the envelope and read the message addressed to him. Vernon, Dudley's at Pierce's. Until he's back, I want you inside me today. I want your pulsating drill in all my holes. Just like before Duddy was here. Fill me up. But you have to find me first. The first puzzle is in the garden. Your wet Petunia. Perplexed and excited at the same time, Vernon stormed down the stairs into the garden. There, at first, everything looked the same as always. He searched up and down the garden until he found another envelope at the edge of the creepers. He bent down, opened the envelope and read, "Where I stand. I don't belong. I am meant for the back door." Confused, Vernon looked around. He could guess what Petunia meant by back door. Oh, that naughty woman. But what use was this to him now? Back door. Back door. Then the scales fell from his eyes. He ran to the back door and looked at the shelf full of weed killers. In the middle of the gardening supplies was a large bottle of lube, raspberry flavor. He loved raspberries. Taped to the bottle was a little note, "Living room." Vernon rushed into the living room and immediately saw a game of mill on the living room table. White was obviously losing, but that was all he could see. Should he finish the game now? But how would that get him anywhere? Besides, they never play any board games together. Mostly they played with Dudley, and Dudley always lost his temper and knocked the board over when he was losing. Laughing, Vernon turned the board over and read the message on it. "I am where you never want to go, a place where you desire nothing. This could only be one place in this house." Vernon stormed out of the living room, lube clamped between his teeth and already unzipping his pants. Panting, he came up the stairs and stood in front of the damn room. Heart pounding, he opened the door and was greeted by himself. A huge mirror stood at the foot of the cursed boy's bed. On the bed lay Petunia, naked with a big grin on her face. "You found me. Now come collect your reward." He threw the lube next to her on the bed and began to undress. A magnificent erection beamed at Petunia. 11 inches, slightly pliable, and with a red tip. Slowly and gently, she took Vernon's penis into her mouth and sucked on it with relish. Inch by inch, he pushed himself down her throat. Vernon was close to tears with joy. It had been years since she sucked his penis. He felt himself about to come in her throat. He therefore quickly pulled his penis out of her mouth. "Turn around. I'm going to drill now." Petunia pushed her backside towards him, and Vernon pushed his penis into his wife. As he did so, he could watch the spectacle in the mirror at the foot of the bed. Their eyes met in the mirror. This was exactly what his heart really desired. Perfectly normal sex. "Thank you very much."